Welcome dear students. So today we are going to discuss our lesson number 3, storage devices. Now what is the meaning of storage here? Storage means memory. Storage का मतलब है memory. How many things the computer can remember. That is known as the storage or memory of the computer. Now there are some devices inside the computer or outside the computer that helps the computer in storing the things. Whatever the files you are saving inside the computer, they are going to store somewhere. And the devices, those are used to store those files, they are basically known as the storage devices. Now in this lesson, what will be the learning outcomes? By the end of the lesson, we will be able to differentiate between the primary and the secondary storage device, state the features of the computer storage devices, identify different storage devices, and then we will also learn the meaning of external storage devices and how they can be used for storing and sharing the information. So let's read the lesson first. Tejas, Jyoti and Mose are busy playing computer games. Jyoti wants to listen to some music. Mose plays Jyoti's favorite songs on the computer. Next page. Tejas, I wonder how the computer remembered so many things. Mose, just as our brain stores all the memories and other information, the computer stores games, songs, pictures, etc. in the storage devices. Then Jyoti replied, aha, just like we store cookies or chocolates in jars. Then Moses saying, yes, whatever you save on a computer is actually stored in the storage devices. Now here, there are the meaning of the storage device. Please underline these lines. Storage devices are used to store the information on the computer that we might need to access again in the future. That means storage devices are the devices which is used for storing the information inside the computer. If we want that, if I'm using the task paint for making a kind of a drawing and I want to save that file, for that we need a storage device. The reason for having the storage device is if in the future I want to get that drawing back. For that, computer needs to search inside the storage devices for that file. If it is there, if it is saved inside the computer, only then that file will be accessible to you. Then Mose picks up two storage devices from the nearby table and shows them to Tejas and Jyoti. Now these are the two different types of storage devices. Now next page. Mose, these look so different from each other. Then Mose is replying, yes, these are different. As you can see in the picture, one is the very thin and one is very thick. Second, it is longer but it is wider. So these are the two different storage devices. Computer storage devices can be classified as primary and secondary storage devices. Then Mose continue with the next para. All the files are saved in the secondary storage device of the computer. When you click an icon on the desktop, the CPU searches for the relevant files in the secondary storage device and copies the files in the primary storage device to use. Yes, here Mose has classified the memory, the storage inside the computer by two ways. One is known as the primary and second is known as the secondary storage device. Then he explained the meaning of both the storage devices. Primary means which is used to store the files for temporary basis. And if we want to store a file for permanent, then it is going to be saved inside the secondary storage device. Whenever we click any file, then it comes to the primary storage device. And when we want that this file should be saved for the future. That file automatically saved inside the secondary storage device. Then Tejas, oh, I got it. When I paint using the computer, I click the Tux Paint icon. On clicking, the CPU finds the paint file and copies it to the primary storage device or the main memory. Once I finish painting and save it with the file name, it is saved in the secondary storage device. I request you all to please underline this full para, as it is very important to have a differentiation between these two type of the storage devices. Here we learned that whenever we want to work on a file, then it always comes inside the primary storage, or it is also known as the main memory. But after finishing the work, and if we want to save it permanently inside the computer, then it is always going to be saved inside the secondary storage device. Then Moz, good example. That's exactly how it works. Then Tejas, why does a computer copy files from the secondary storage to the primary storage? Can't it directly work with the files from the secondary storage? Next page. Then most the primary storage devices are situated very close to the CPU. So time taken by the CPU to access the information to perform a task is very less as compared to the time taken to access the information from the secondary storage device. See, I have told you in our first video of this lesson that always we are having these two types of memory, and in between of these two memories there is a CPU. But CPU is very near to the primary memory instead of secondary memory. So here CPU first contact with the primary memory. If it get that information there, then it will automatically get that file and start working on it. But if it does not get that file, then after the primary memory, the request goes to the secondary memory. Every file is stored inside the secondary memory, therefore every file will be visible on secondary memory. Therefore, if we want any kind of a file, first it will be searched inside the primary, and after that if we are not able to find it, then it is searched inside the secondary memory. So the time taken by the CPU to search inside the primary is very less as compared to the secondary memory. Therefore, always primary memory is being searched instead of secondary memory, and that is the reason, that is why we copies the file from the secondary to primary so that our computer can work fast. Then next, Jyoti, so why does a computer need a secondary storage device? Then the question is ki if we can do our work with the primary memory, then why we need a secondary storage device? Then most, the size of a primary storage device is very small as compared to the size of the secondary storage device. Thus, it can store only a small amount of information. Please underline this line, that the size of the primary storage device is very small. The size of the primary storage devices is very small as compared to the size of the secondary storage device. Thus, it can store only a small amount of information. Now, as you can see here on page number 47, this is our primary memory, and this one is the secondary memory. So you can see here the difference between these two types of memories. Primary memory is very thin and it is longer, rather secondary memory is a wider storage device. So this memory contains less amount of data, while the secondary storage, it contains the more amount of the information as compared to the primary memory. Primary basically have only those files on which we are currently working. Rather, secondary memory always have those files which we have saved inside the computer. That is why primary memory is having a very less size as compared to the secondary memory. And this is the reason for having the primary memory, because CPU is very near to the primary memory, therefore time to get a file is very less for the primary memory instead of the secondary memory.